How to drink coffee in France. Welcome in this new video. I'm Hannah, a French expert of etiquette and elegance. Today we will talk about coffee. Yes, you love it. I love it too. Great start. Okay, first thing first. To find all my online classes, follow the link in the description box. You will find all the programs about etiquette, les arts de la table, French elegance, French style, how to teach a child to be polite, about programs about chivalry, and everything about le savoir-vivre, French savoir-vivre. For the moment, all the programs are in French. So it's great if you would like to practice your French and at the same time learn about French aristocratic culture. For more than 8 years now, I teach this French expertise to French people in France and all around the world. And this year, I decided to conquer the world. Yes, French style, French chic, French etiquette is so great that we can share it with everybody. And I know somewhere on YouTube, some people, thousands of people love French culture. And this is a great way to discover it. Okay, last thing, if you would like to know where my clothes come from, yes, this jacket, this Coco Chanel jacket, yes, style, it's exactly the same style, minimalist, elegant, feminine. Yes, it's in the boutique Lignes de France. I created this fashion brand 2 years ago. I let you discover it, just follow the link down below. Okay, now let's talk about coffee, not breakfast. Breakfast, okay. French culture is great. It's the best in the world. Okay. But for breakfast, we are not so good. Okay. Country from East Europe, Poland, Germany, and so on, and England and north of Europe are very good for breakfast. Americans are very good, are good at breakfast. But in France, no. Okay, we have this ritual about a coffee and a croissant. But we will talk about that another time. We're not so great for breakfast. We have other talent, that for sure, especially for cooking, for meals. Yeah, after eating croissant, well, that's great, but half an hour later, you're still hungry. Okay, so that's not. And to tell the truth, croissant and chocolatine, it's a chocolate pastry, it's quite expensive for French people for everyday life. Okay, so on the weekend you can have one, okay, but not for every day. Okay, so let's talk just about coffee, because for coffee we are good at coffee. For tea, no, absolutely not. And if you order a tea in France, yeah, you're brave, you're courageous, you like to live on a dangerous basic. Yeah, we will talk about that another time. But for coffee, French people are great. Okay, so like everything linked to the food, we have a protocol, we have a ceremony. It's something very special. So what do you need to know if you come to France as a tourist? If you order a coffee in a coffee shop, we don't have so much coffee shop. Okay, no, we don't. No, actually, we don't have coffee shop. We have Starbucks, but it comes from United States, and we have a salon de thé. It's called salon de thé, a tea salon, a tea place, even if you drink most of the time coffee in it. But so yeah, we have this nice. It's not a bar, but yeah. Let's start first. Okay, when you will order a coffee somewhere in France, or maybe you will be lucky enough to be invited by someone, French people, to a French house, and you will ask for a coffee, what will you get? The answer is this coffee and a glass of water. Yes, exactly. Let me just 1 second. Right. Okay, so first thing to know. When you order a coffee, you will get it with a glass of water. It's normal. In high places, quite not luxury, of course, you will, but even in middle places, of course, it's automatic. You will receive your coffee with a glass of water, and this is great. Great. Sometimes you have to ask for it, and it's no problem. You will have it. This water, if you order your coffee in the morning, it's good to start with the water, and after that you drink the coffee because you're quite thirsty. But if it's in the afternoon, the afternoon, before 2 p.m., sure, because after 2 p.m. you don't really drink coffee. You will drink decaf coffee, coffee with no caffeine, but it's another story. Yes, at that time you can start with the coffee and you finish it with the glass of water. This whole process is something will last something like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, no more, no less. 15 minutes is the minimum, okay? So we're not like you drink your coffee like Italian, you still standing and you just one time or two times your cup is empty. No, you have to sit even when you're in a hurry. That's a French way, French protocol. To eat and to drink, you have to sit to properly enjoy the experience. Okay, second point. To fully enjoy the experience, you must have the right tools. You know that. Okay. So, to drink coffee, the right tool is a proper cup. This is a mug. You don't use that. Okay, I have here one. We never use it. Okay, but it's to show you. It's to show to my pupils. Okay, my students. This is a mug for everything, for chocolate, for tea, for coffee. Well, when something is for everything, don't use it, okay? Again, when you have a piece of clothes and it's for everything, yeah, it means it's for nothing. Right. I'm quite severe. Yeah, that's true. I teach French aristocratic elegance. Okay, so here we have a real cup for coffee, porcelain. It's made with porcelain. And of course, we have a saucer. In a coffee, you will always, I hope, receive that, okay? Not so fancy, but you will have a proper cup that is for coffee and not for tea. Well, in my programs, I show you the difference between a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. Great for upper class, because nowadays you will have, we live in apartments, small houses, and we don't really have place for a dozen cup for tea, a dozen cup for coffee, a dozen cup for something. So you have to have a sort of cup that you will use for coffee and for tea. This is one example, okay? See the size. So for coffee, it's quite small, but it's not like Italian. It's for espresso, very, very small. No, this is a good, okay? And this is for coffee and for tea. Right, I'll let it here. So you must have the appropriate cup to fully enjoy the experience. Number 3, what do I have in here? Right, I have coffee, okay? I have coffee. So we use normally this one, and I'll show you one. Wait a second. I have it, okay. So in my house, we use this coffee, and I put it in here, okay? Just a box, okay? Just a box. But what do I mean? Real coffee, okay? So in France, when you will be invited in a place, in a French house, in France, this is forbidden. If the hostess, it's instant coffee, okay? In France, it's like, if I don't know if this situation can happen, but I will apologize to someone if I don't have real coffee. If by any chance, by any risk, I went out of coffee and I have a guest and they would like to drink coffee and I have just that, I will present it, of course, but I will apologize. I'm sorry, I just have instant coffee. In France, it's a shame to offer that to your guest. And it's a cultural thing, because in Poland, so I was born in Poland, I will tell you my story another time. So my family is still in Poland, and this is a normal coffee for every day. This is normal coffee. And this one, when you open it, you have the powder. This one is, no, I don't have time for that. It's too complicated. It's okay. Instant coffee in Poland is real coffee. In France, never, never, never. It's a shame. You cannot offer that to a guest. Or if really you don't have choice, you do apologize. That's not a joke. Point number 4. Okay, how you drink coffee. It's Italian people, Italy, great country, beautiful country, they have their own protocol. It's not the same as French protocol about coffee. In Italy, I don't know exact the rule, but after 12, I think it's 12 or 11, you don't order coffee. You don't drink coffee. It's forbidden. We should precisely, make sure it's a good time. Okay. In France, all right, another point. In Italy, you can drink your coffee when you are standing. In France, no, you have to sit. Like what you see in an American movie, or maybe what you do every day. You order a coffee outside your house, and you just walk in the street with a coffee in a paper cup, and you walk with this coffee. You are on the way to school, to your university, to your work. Okay, it's unbelievable. It's a waste of coffee. It's a waste of time. It's what are you doing with your life? It's it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy for French people. It's you don't do that, okay? You don't do that. You don't. It's an experience. Food and drink, gastronomy is about a life experience. You cannot do 2 activities at the same time. Right, so don't confuse the American way, the Italian way, the French way. Okay, and Italian, I told you that, about proportion. In France, you have, this is a normal cup of coffee. Italian, you have very, very small, espresso. Lovely cup. Point number 5, an invitation to a coffee. All right, so in France, for every reception, every kind of reception, there is a time, a proper time, a duration, and proper food. You can be invited to a coffee. We have 2 possibilities. An invitation for a coffee will be normally at 2 p.m. It's like you are invited to a dessert. So we are eating our lunch, our French lunch, déjeuner, and after that, there is a coffee, dessert, or coffee or dessert with coffee. So you can be invited just for this last part. So you will come to, you ask the hostess, but it will be like between, you cannot be late for a coffee invitation. For another kind of reception, you can be late. For a cocktail, you can be, you come in the first 45 minutes. For a dinner, you can be late about 15 minutes, no more. But yeah, for a coffee invitation, you are on time. On time, maybe 5 minutes late, but 5 minutes, no more. Why? Because a coffee invitation will be something like 45 minutes to 1 hour. So it's quite short, so you cannot be late, okay? It's a short invitation. Okay, so normally a coffee invitation in France will be you come for 2 p.m., okay? 14 heures. It's not an invitation for in the afternoon, for le goûter. It's not the same. For le goûter, we'll have a tea, juice, maybe a coffee, but at this time it will be a decaf. Okay, so no, I don't have decaf with no caffeine. Yeah, with no caffeine. But yeah, for real coffee, it will 2 p.m. If you ask the hostess, but you can come with the dessert. You bring the dessert and the hostess serve you coffee. Or an invitation for a coffee can be in the morning, something like 10 a.m. Again, it will be between 45 and 1 hour invitation, a time nicely spent together. In the morning, you can have at this moment, it's not breakfast, so you can have like a chocolate with that. A chocolate, I mean a chocolat, one or two small chocolates, but mostly just coffee. Or you can be invited to a coffee outside, somewhere in town, downtown, in a nice place. Right. And again, it will last no more than 1 hour. Coffee invitation is something small, brief, friendly, but yes, short. Point number 6. Coffee. When I tell you coffee, I mean black coffee. That's all. Okay, we are French people can tolerate sugar and milk. Cream is not so much. I mean, I know people who drink their coffee with cream, but they not not completely French. Yes, they are French, but like they have this habit from somewhere else, from another country, and like they spend a couple of years in another country and they bring that habit back to France. But like yeah, in France, like it's milk or sugar or both, but most of French people drink black coffee, and that's all. And there is this something, of course, as a hostess, you will propose to serve your sugar and milk when you serve coffee, but I drink my coffee black, sure. But let's imagine. Imagine I like sugar with my coffee. As a guest, I would apologize. Yeah, sorry, just for me to with one sugar. You know, something like that. You have to apologize because coffee, as a ceremony, as a ritual, as this French protocol about coffee, and you don't doing it quite well. So you apologize. It's very you don't do a lot of. Sorry for me. Milk, please. Right now, so you know. As French people, we see sometimes American movies, and oh boy, we make we are making fun of the coffee part. I know in American, in Starbucks, for example, you can have so many different possibilities, and for French people, it's funny because you cannot drink chai latte with marshmallow, with cinnamon, with cream, with maple syrup, with this, and that, and it's cocoa. No, no, it's no. It's so confusing, and it's like a circus. And no, we only drink black coffee. So when you're in France, just play by the rules, okay? So, oh, in some places they will, of course, they will serve you what you ask, but you know, behind the curtain, they will smile at you. Point number 7. All right, about the service, about etiquette. Hot drinks I served by women. Cold drinks by men. For example, for me, wine, I will never touch a bottle of wine. My husband will serve me, or my friend. But as a woman, I don't touch a bottle. It doesn't mean I don't drink wine. Of course, I drink wine in some occasion, but I don't touch the bottle. Again, for cocktails, for even for water, for water. But for hot drinks, that's a lady thing. That's something we as a lady, we will serve. We will serve coffee and tea to our guests. We will present it to them. And like this is a feminine thing. It's a feminine habit. It's a way you can receive your guest. So this is my territory, okay, woman territory. So just so you know, at the end of a French meal, women will serve you coffee, not men. Even if the cook of the family is monsieur, for coffee, for tea, madame will serve it to you. Well, this video is now finished. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your time. Of course, if you have some question, ask them in a comment box. I will try to answer it, and tell me what would you like to have more on this channel. I'm here to serve you. I'm at your disposition, so please tell me. Please subscribe, that will help me to start this YouTube channel. If you would like to have more information about French etiquette, hey, here it is. I have a free guide for you. Just in the description box, you will find a link, and in next 5 minutes, you will receive it in your email, email address. Oh, I will improve my English by that time. Okay. Um, okay. See you next time, next week. And don't forget, courtesy for legacy.